Alright, you know the drill. So Vanquish Soul K9, currently the best deck in the OCG, is going to take on 10 different decks, best of one, from this year's Cross-Banlist Cup. So, K9 Vanquish Soul. Currently we in the TCG, what is it, past weekend? Past weekend we got Vanquish Soul in our format. I mean, Vanquish Soul is somewhat of a fair deck, I feel. The new support is fantastic though. But with K9 it can definitely do a lot more shenanigans. So that's why it's here as a challenger. So the first opponent being Spright Frogs with Sprint. So probably one of the best Spright decks, probably, or variants. K9 Vanquish Soul goes first, and that's the thing with Spright, is, you know, it's a deck that's known playing half of the deck hand traps. You know, we've seen Paolo's lists, like half of the decks are hand traps, and that's something that K9 definitely likes. So this is based on an OCG list, right? So one of the quick play spell to go for the big K9 Exceed, you know, pop because of the Exceed spell, right? The quick play spell, and yeah, you can eventually go from there, right? With the Psychic one, putting stuff face down, having Vanquisher on field plus the Borger, right, for the once per turn draw. So it's a deck that Vanquish Soul with K9, you grind through hand traps, you gain a lot of advantage, and if your opponent gives you the opportunity, it's Yugioh played. So this is obviously game over.
Finish him. Flawless victory.
Alright, next one, Gouki. Gouki, so what's it, 2018. Gouki Gambler, one of the first, I guess, extra links, at least is one of the first strategies that was super consistent of doing that right, locking your opponent from using the extra monster zoo. We go second, but you know with Vanquish Soul is your turn is my turn, you know how it goes, especially with the new support, and of course K9 as well. You can turn 0, turn 1 essentially, you can play and even end on more cards than your opponent. Anyway, so that's, you know, that's so nice about K9. You, at least that particular variant or that archetype, giving you those beneficial attributes to use, right, to gain those beneficial effects of your Vanquish Soul monsters. So let's see. Again, I'm not too familiar with all of the Vanquish Soul names. I know their effects, the fires, the earth ones, the dark ones. So drop the Borger, I guess, to draw one. We got a search from the big, what is it, level 5 fire, so really nice. Whoopsie! Yes, Summon Sorcerers doesn't work with tokens, right? That's right, what is it, the Repro Tokens was there? Nope, that's definitely not possible. The Ibli is fine-ish. I mean, you're locking yourself into links, but for a link deck, that's definitely not an issue. But let's see, we can interrupt, right? We're putting the Ibli face down, and the problem now is that this is a 2018 deck, so it's not, at least it cannot use to go to standard extra deck stuff that we nowadays have. Little Knight and so on, right? So this is again far too much advantage. Again, as I mentioned before a couple of moments ago, like if you give Vanquish Soul the opportunity to snowball into more advantage, then it's GG. There is no way any particular deck can, you know, come back after that, I think. Right. The problem though is getting off, right? Like getting started with this particular deck. So again, Little Knight not using the effect, so we can attack for a GG, well played.
Finish him. Flawless victory.
Okay, next one, Virtual World. Virtual World 2020, so a deck having access to, I guess, one of the best exceeds ever created. True King of all calamities, right? Prevents basically Shockmaster, right, from monsters. But we are going first, and I see an XC, so I assume we had Ash? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, probably under the Stake Your Soul. I think so. So let's see. Ah, the field spell. So disgusting, right? Searchable off of the level 4 Dark. And it pivots into another attribute. So insane. So sick. And you can search the Earth one, right? Again, so sick that turn 0 plays, plus K9, and yeah, because the Maxi was activated, I gain all of those beneficial effects. Ah man, so disgusting. Like look, how much advantage this deck is able to generate, right? So the first duels are easier, I guess you saw the opponents before. So, what is it? Yubel is coming up, RYZEAL is coming up, Tearlaments Ishizu is coming up later in the video. So let's see, we do have a couple of interruptions. I think, did we surge the trap during their turn? Probably, otherwise, you know, we would have said it. We can negate stuff from the graveyard, we can put something face down, we can pop something, yeah, prevent, I guess, them, you know, keeping like a virtual world card face up to prevent using those effects, but we still have the quick play. We're not popping the spell, right? We don't want to give them more options to search, and this is fine-ish, right? We can just pop and go for a game next turn. Yeah, we just snowballed far too fast, you know, during the opening turn. So GG.
Finish him.
Okay, next one. So Invoked Dogmatika and a little bit Shaddolls, I guess. Only win that will take, no. Whoopsie! We have Shifter. The one off. Feels so nice. Feels disgusting. So, one Mechaba. Oh, you can't use Nadir Servant. Can you? No. The monster needs to be sent to the graveyard. Yeah. So only one Mechaba. That's fine-ish. We can play around it. Were we able to play in turn 0 as well? I don't think so. So let's see. I think the Mechaba is still alive. Oh, double spells. Can you use Mechaba? Doesn't Mechaba state you have to send the card to the graveyard? I'm not so sure. I might be wrong. I should recheck that. But yeah, we can just use the fire, pop Mechaba, and this should be more than enough, right? Yep. GGVP.
Finish him. Flawless victory.
Alright, it's going nice. Next on Zoodiac. We're going second though. This hand is iffy. Double stake your soul. I think it's only a one-off, as in you can only use it once, right? If I'm not mistaken. The trap is iffy. Yeah, what is it? The Yoku? I'm not familiar with the name. The one that special summons another level 5 from the hand is again also an iffy card because I don't have a level 5. I mean, you know, the dark one could surge the field, that could surge the level 5 if needed. So plus stake your soul. But essentially, I'm playing with a 3-card hand with no hand traps. And this is 2017 Zoodiac Beast having access to... it's Kaiju Zoo actually, with a couple of Kaijus in the main deck. Yeah, speaking of Kaijus. But it has access to Brawl Bull, Luna Light Sheep, Northern as well, but only one fusion substitute. I guess you need a main deck space for the Kaijus as well. This is first place deck list-wise, yes. Let's see, the Barrage. Barrage is fine-ish. The problem here is the deck can draw a gazillion cards, and it has access to multiple Emerald to, you know, recycle the second Emerald, etc. I'm not so sure if it has access to Dweller. The Trident set 2 is strong, could be strong, especially when that one of those sets is Dimensional Barrier. But we get Maxi. If it wasn't for Maxi, I could see myself still having options, because this is the Strike. It's the Strike, yeah, because now the Trident kills the level 6, I think, yeah. We can use the Monster Reborn to get out Dark, Link 1, I guess, yeah. But what can we do? Probably get back Dark and hope for the best. Oh, we can Typhon. But yeah, we're giving them so many draws. Like, what was their end hand? I think only Barrage and Commandus, right? So, imagine... I don't think it mattered. I mean, we have the Trap though, for protection. But I'm not so sure. I think Zoodiac is able to kill either way, especially with the Kaiju. With Brawl Bull as well, you can search multiple Whiptail, and with Barrage you can special summon another Whiptail. No. So a weaker opening hand, no K9s to put a potential Brawl Bull or something like that face down, basically stop them in their tracks, wasn't the case. Oh, and what was the Mulch Army, the 6th card? Ah, horrible. Yeah, iffy. So we're losing this one against Zoodiacs from all decks. But I mean, we went second and Zoo opened really well, so it is what it is. GGVP.
You suck.
Ah, surprise opponent. This is stun. Oopsie. Stun all the way. So barrier stun, what is it? You're running 12 barrier statues? No, or 9? What else? What else are stun? Fossil Dyna? 3? Mirror Forces? I don't know. It's stun not tech. Strap on the helmet really tight. But the problem is I can't play. I can't play. So let's see, what can we do? The upstart is fine, we get some extra life points. Ah, yes. What is it? Wind barrier statue and water barrier statue. But we need a top deck, and this is a fantastic top deck. I think both back row are like double mirror force. So, and this is fantastic actually. We drew the level 4 that searches the field spell, that searches the earth. We can bounce back. I mean, the equip can, what is it? Put itself back to the bottom or top, and I think top was picked. We attack. I think this was fine because... Why did we attack? Let me think. I think this... Yeah, because I have this one. The Monster Reborn I get back in hand. Oh, right, yeah, because of this. Imagine a Mirror Force or something like that. If it's Sandstorm Mirror Force, it will be put face down, so 2k is a lot for the deck, for stun. And if it's Mirror Force or something like Destruction, that's fine, because I can get it back and use the trap, the freaking trap, to blow out, what is it? Rakekis all of their monsters, and now we can establish our board. Whew, it wasn't, like, in all honesty, now that I think of it, like you have the level 4 Dark, but maybe the level 4 Fire also would have been an out? Probably. I mean, with the Fire you can destroy, right? So I think there were a lot of outs, actually. At least normal summonable outs. Look how fast it's snowballing into advantage. And you can Vanquish Soul into K9. K9 into Vanquish Soul. Oh, this deck is so sick. This is the reason why it's currently the best deck in the OCG. So yeah, GGVP.
Finish him.
Alright, harder decks. So let's see. Elfish Synchron, we're going first. We get Ashed on Stake Your Soul, that's fine. I missed what I revealed. Probably the Fire, so we get Veilert as well. We can't follow up with more Vanquish, with more K9s to punish those hand traps, but because of this, they already invested a lot of hand traps. So are we able to play around Nip? Because we know Nip is there with the deck list, right? So this was on summon number 5. We can negate Nip. So now essentially it's 2 unknown cards. But are we able to get rid of... Yeah, I mean, we can keep the Exceed on field as a potential Exceed upgrade. So we go for Vanquisher, get something back. Or Special Summon, yeah, for more draws. Or searches, essentially. More Vanquish Souls. We could potentially probably just keep the Earth, right? Because the Earth also has like a... For whatever reason, it's also a brain control. Insane card. So is it 3 unknown cards, right? I think so. We're definitely putting the Jet Synchron face down. Jet Synchron is a 1-card full combo because the deck has access to Helki. But we can play through this. So, GGVP.
Flawless victory.
Alright, the big stuff. Let's see, Yubel going second though. We have double Mulch Army. Finally some Mulch, I think the first time we're actually getting off a Mulch Army. Double actually, so 2 draws, but we see the Droll, so Droll's getting activated. And as you know, like Yubel can play around Droll, or on its this Droll on its own, or its own Droll and Logbird. So this could potentially be the Caesar could potentially be a problem. So let's see. We're special summoning the level 8, I think, the one that pops, because we do have the attributes. Let's see, Earth, Dark, Fire we do. I mean, that's so nice about K9, right? That's much more different if you're playing pure Vanquish Soul. Like K9 is, with Vanquish Soul, is much more consistent. So we're putting something face down to prevent the Caesar from coming out, probably. Yeah, what is it? The Mulch Army was negated. Right, by the Droll. So let's see, they're able to set up the, whatchamacallit, the Samsara Lotus, I think so. They cannot search, but they can set. They cannot use, I mean, you can flip over the spell, right? So that would force me to attack into a Yubel monster. Probably the fusion, there it is, Little Knight. The thing though is that those aren't that many interruptions, right? So we can definitely play around this. We force the fusion, and we can Ash the summon. Yeah, so that prevents the, at least a Yubel monster from hitting the field. And because the this is so sick. Like a K9 deck against a non-K9 deck, it feels, yeah, I mean, it's just one of those generic engines that Konami releases every year, and you're probably forced to main deck it, otherwise you're getting punished. Especially when you're using hand traps. Let's see. We pop both monsters. So sick. Vanquish, get something back. Yups. Double fire could be important, yeah, because of the surge. We surge the trap just in case. Reborn something, another rank 5. I mean, you still have the Shockmaster potential play. I think this is the first time we're going for the Shark Exceed. Saw this in the OCG. Really nice, you know, get something back and kind of cheat out this one. Forgot its name. Basically, what is it? Monster effect negator? Effect negator as a whole by detaching. Solid card. And basically summonable for free, right? Plus a board breaker, the Sharks, that is. So GG.
Finish him. Flawless victory.
Alright, the last 3, so the big boys. Let's see, going first. Fire King Snake Eyes Azamina, first place decklist from Ruin, I think, YCS. Not too long ago, so double hand trap. Okay, that's fine because this opens a pathway for Vanquish Souls. Let's see. Use the field spell. I'm not so sure, I can't remember if we should fear Nip. Yeah, Nip could be a problem. Not so sure if it's there, I forgot. So let's see, we get another search. Probably another level 5. Can we search? Yeah, because of double fire, so we're searching the trap, maybe? Probably. Okay, we need the dark for another draw. Okay, so a lot of monsters though. So drop it. Here it is. Sharkmaster 2.0. So roll the dices. And do we need to detach? I don't think we need to detach. You could detach. What is it? To give your opponent the rigged dice so they cannot use, what is it? Monster effects until the end of their turn. Yeah. It's one of those cards that never saw play. None of the decks were running it. But the effect is like obviously bonkers. I mean, there have been more cards in the history, right? Like none of the decks were running it, and one card or one archetype, and then it's so broken as yeah, you know. So go for the shark. Equip it face up, so because I need more space. That's also why it's there. Cheat, exceed summon, Vanquisher to probably special summon a big beat stick. Eventually, right? We can bounce back. Yeah, and this is more than enough. We can negate monster effects as well. We can pop. Yeah. This. Oh yeah, we can negate with Ash. Yeah, GG.
Finish him. Flawless victory.
Alright, 2 left. Like, the opening hands were solid as well. I think only one terrible one, and that was against 2. I mean, terrible, it was actually solid, if going first. So let's see, we have Shifter though, so Shifter definitely helps, but RYZEAL can play around that. My hand is iffy. A couple of normal summons, and again the level 5, you know. I mean, we have searches, right? 2 ways to search another level 5, so we could still have it, especially because of Shifter, because that prevents some stuff on their part as well. So it's basically Detonator plus Field Spell, so let's see. Field Spell is forced out. Try to use Fire and Search, we get Impermed. Can we dodge? We cannot dodge, okay. And get popped. The pop is because of the Typhon. Because of Typhon. Okay, this is all fine, get popped again, but there is no interruption left, right? So we can drop the level 5, Veiler cannot be activated because of Shifter. Oh, we can take control and go for Typhon still. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Ah, so sick. Plus, we still have the Earth on field 4. Can we? No, we cannot search because we're not having a fire in hand. But we also have full K9. Oh, sick, guys. Man, this thing is so sick. It's going to be released in the TCG soon. So now we can you bring control? Yeah, the effect is negated. Obviously. We let them search. Why? Ah, because I didn't use a monster effect in hand. Okay, makes sense. Now we can. Can you put stuff face down? Let's see. So the shifter earlier definitely helped out, because now the engraver is not in the grave anymore. They can recur stuff, but that's it. A lot of hand traps though. So let's see. Normal summon for another search. We get imperm. Can we dodge? No, we cannot dodge. No dodge, but they're left at 5100. Go for Vanquisher. Get Failure. That's fine. I mean, this should be still enough, right? I think so.
Finish him. Flawless victory.
Okay, saving the best for last, right? So probably one of the best decks, if not the best decks in this game's history, being Ishizu Tearlaments. I think this is Crystal Blast list from YCS Lyon, first place. Bestial heavy, and Bestials are iffy against Vanquish. So let's see. We do have the Mold Charm, but I mean, you know, Maxi, Tearlament, they can play around Maxi into charms really well. But now here with the Redoer, you're giving your opponent a lot of draws though. But let's see. Like, Ishizu stuff is still broken also. We do have the field. This is the Book of Moon. We can dodge. That's important because that prevents the Kid Calls from hitting the graveyard. The effect though is still negated. I think so, yeah, it should be. Yes. But you can dodge with Borger, right? Okay, so it's still getting a big beat stick on field. And we were able to, use Ash to prevent the mill 5, and that's actually a big turn. Or was actually a super crucial play. So let's see, they do have the field spell, and I'm not so sure if they have like a shuffler to potentially pop something on my part. But like, look how much advantage I already have. And I still need to drop my K9 stuff, and we can negate this? Yeah. Because it's a card effect, monster effect activated in the graveyard. We negated the first one, yeah, this pops the K9, so this prevents the search. They still have the Redoer Fusion though, so we need to force that one out. So they can probably go for Rule Carols. That's fine, that's only one summon negation. This is fine. The problem now is, what can we do? Little Knight? Oh, we can drop. Relax, guys. There is so much stuff we can drop. Oh, insane. Another one. Another one. Oh, we get. Oh, right. We can surge a quick play spell as well. And we can drop level 5. Can we brain control? Can we brain control? Oh, we go for the shark. Yes. Equip. Is this game? This might actually be game or isn't. I'm not so sure if this is game or not. Is this game or not? So we go for the big boy. Pop the field spell because it pops a spell. Oh, I should have summoned. Was it Borger and then go for Little Knight, not use the effect, and go for game. That was my mistake. I didn't. Oopsie. Yeah. You'll see in a few seconds. Yeah, you'll see in a few seconds. You have the Reno here. And here is where I should have used Borger's burn effect. I was like, yeah, let's click draw. Oh, it's burn effect. So that's a bit iffy. So yeah, nothing really we can do about this. Eventually we will be using the burn effect, right? And this should be more than enough. Yeah, what is it? 1500. So yeah, GG.
Finish him.